Hello everyone. My name is Ryan, aka Ryman, in case you didn't already know. And this is Ryman's Bizarre Adventures in Katawa Shoujo. The last time we were here, oh boy, did we have a reason to cut things short. Oh. I want to give a special shout out to the forces of the Ryman Army for getting me out of that, but unfortunately I have to be dropped back in. I need strength. How did I do your voice again? Hideaki? If I'm remembering how to pronounce your name right? I'm Hideaki Hakamichi. You're probably thinking of my sister, Shizune Hakamichi. Oh, God. Oh, she. No. He's Shizune's brother. Wait a minute. If Hideaki is the son of Akira's uncle and Shizune is his sister, then that means Lily and Shizune's fathers are brothers-in-law. Therefore, everyone here is fucking related. Lily and Shizune are first cousins? Lily groans in an uncharacteristically unrestrained manner. The reaction earns an amused smirk from her sister. Lily, you just earned points. What a groan too. In fact, I'm gonna groan right now. Ah! The enmity between the two just took another meaning. Oh, that's making a lot of fan art on the DA. Really messed up now with this new context. I had thought it's simply a matter of difficulty of communication between the two, but a family feud makes things much more complicated. Oh, I'm so happy you're amused by this, Akira. You can choose your friends, but you can't choose your family. She gives a half-hearted shrug. She mustn't give much weight to the two's conflict as I do. Well, that's how it is. What are you two up to anyway on this fine day? We're shopping for Hanako's birthday present. The day will be coming up soon, so this is the last chance we'll have before school starts again for the week. Akira makes a strange face, as if Lily had just said that the sky wasn't blue and the clouds not white. Isn't her birthday on the 10th next month? Yes. Why? Is something wrong? Akira's face seems to collapse. It's an utterly unbefitting expression for someone so rowdy and headstrong. The folks didn't call you yet. As Lily shakes her head cluelessly, I look at Hideaki to see if he knows anything about this. A simple shrug is his only answer. Get the fucking bow out of your head, boy! And snip these two hair things off the top of your head. What are you, a fucking television or a radio trying to like tune in Radio Tokyo? What's going on? For a moment, Akira ponders what to do before smiling once again. The fact that she can hide her emotions so quickly is effectively is unsettling. Hey, Shorty, sorry, but could you hang with Hisao for a while? Is the thing? Yep, no, I'm not okay with this. Akira! Hi! Okay, new person in the story. He nods and waves her off. Akira placing an arm on Lily's shoulder as she guides her away and out of earshot. And so I'm alone with Shorty. I don't know why, but I'm suddenly reminded of Short Timer from Shell Shock Nom 67. Decent game. I think the only reason I'm thinking of that guy right now is because your nickname is now Shorty, and why am I thinking back to that? No. Hisao, my man, really? No. Nice no. He's really going with that cliche. It seems so. I guess they dumped us. Indeed. Do we get a beer? What a farcical attempt at small talk. I've got no idea how to talk to this guy. I don't know how to talk to people in general, so you're up shit's creek, Miss Hal. His robotic responses aren't helping. Blood and stone come to mind. Without another word, he begins to rock on his feet in obvious gesture of boredom with this discussion. He really is like a little kid, despite his serious demeanor. Suspecting the conversation over, I decide to accomplish what I came here to do in the first place. I'm gonna go search for a present. Coming? I need to check if I'm still recording. 2 seconds. Yeah, we're back. Okay. Still going strong. Keeping faith alive. Let's go Bond. I think I brought this on myself. I think in Season 1 I said Hisao needs to make more guy friends or something like that. Because the only other guy we hung out with was Kenji. I miss Kenji. Can we get Kenji along? Can we get like a Three Musketeers thing going along here with Kenji, Hideaki, and Hisao? That would be an awesome adventure. Not much else to do. In a little while, we come to a small shop besides a convenience store. For once, the store windows aren't filled with electronics and computer games, but dolls, stuffed bears, and all manners of woodcrafted oddities. Othello's Antiques? An antique store? Well, if there's anything in this town that suit Hanako, I guess it'd be here. I reach for the old-looking door handle, but pull back at the last minute as I realize my companion's gone adrift. Son of a bitch! Get me a drink. Not coming in? I'll just be in the newsstand for a while. Don't mind me. Okay. His voice makes it painfully clear he has zero interest in what's in the store, and that he doesn't feel obligated to follow me. As he wanders off without another word, I push the thick wooden door and enter the store, a bell above of me ringing out. I click, damn it. There we go. The musty smell of old books and wooden shelves is distinctly anachronistic? Whatever. I can't fucking read. What? Who the hell is that? Oh. Okay, I don't know if people at home can actually see the mouse cursor. I noticed that in my last video. So I'm pointing over on the left at that picture. That's who? Whatever. I look to the counter beside the door. The graying man behind us sits there silently, reading a tattered book. He certainly fits the look of the place. Slowly wandering through the aisles, the person I'm reminded of as I inspect each handcrafted or imported oddity in turn isn't Hanako. Crouching down, I examine the ancient oak desk inside the shop window. At least 30 dolls, all varying wildly in size and make. The only similarity between them is the long Victorian dress they wear. I turn to the price tag of one that looks to be about waist height. It is not in my price bracket at all. Hanako, sweetie, you're getting a Beanie Baby. I do the same thing to each one, getting more and more depressed as they get smaller and smaller in size. That is, until I reach the very smallest one. It's affordable, just yet a quality make, and with long auburn hair and a little blue dress. I decide that it's the kind of present Hanako would appreciate. Pretty looking and far from gaudy. After I carefully pick it up, I decide to keep looking around the store. I'm not sure whether it's because I like the atmosphere or simply out of simple curiosity. Peeking around the corner before I go to the next aisle, I see that the shelves in this one are stocked with wooden toys, from toy cars to intricate automatons. Tucked behind a line of nutcrackers, I notice a little plain wooden box. It feels surprisingly light as I pick it up with my free hand. Oh, that sounds nice. The lid only needs the smallest movement to pop open. The little metal drum inside beginning to rotate immediately. For seconds on end, I simply stand there listening to the palm-sized melody. As it plays, I take the tiny price tag in my fingers and bring it up to my face. The minuscule cursive writing takes some effort to read. It's affordable. Sort of. Grimacing slightly, I close the lid and make my way to the counter with the dollar music box in hand. Hello again, very plainly drawn old man. When I lay the two on the counter, the man behind it sits up and takes stock of them. He doesn't hide very well his surprise at someone of my age buying them. What the fuck do you care? It's painful, but I hand over the money for the two and leave the store with a small pocket bag in hand. Hideaki being there takes me by surprise. Oh, hi. I thought you'd be at the newsstand. Akira gave me a call. She's waiting for us at the fountain with Lily. At least that solves the issue of trying to find them again. Yeah, we kind of walked away without a plan, really. We head off back to the fountain. Hideaki's immaculate posture and presentation, and despite his appearance, makes for a strange contrast even as we walk. Lily and Akira stand there waiting for us, their faces hard to read. Hey, you ready to go, Shorty? Hideaki's mood seems to improve as he rejoins her. See ya, Lily, Isao. Tell Hanako I said happy birthday. We will. Bye-bye. Goodbye, Akira. I notice how you did not say goodbye to Hideaki. And with that, the two disappear into the presses of the afternoon city crowd. Turning to Lily, I know she's carrying a small bag. It's now that I realize why her disposition felt different from before. While Lily's typically the type to wear her emotions on her sleeve, her expression and tone are clouded and difficult to read. It's more than a little off-putting, but given the effort she's making to hide her emotions, I doubt she wants to be concerned on why he's feeling this way. Already bought Hanako a present? Yes. Have you? Yeah, I bought 2! Shall we head back to the bus stop, then? Okay. There should be a bus back to Yamaku pretty soon. And with that, we begin to walk. It feels strange compared to before. Lily's hand on my forearm feels unusually tense, and the whole atmosphere is extraordinarily awkward. The silence continues for a long while. I really don't like seeing her like this. Hanako's birthday is going to have to be held earlier. Is the 4th going to be alright for you? I have no other possible obligations anyway, so I reflectively nod. Only afterwards do I remember that doing so is pointless, and quickly answer so by speech. She tries to collect herself, a task that looks almost pitiable in how plain it is to see how distant her thoughts are. Sorry, Hisao. You said the bus would be coming soon, right? That's right. But now that she says that, I have an idea. Actually, do you have anything to do later? You want to hang out, girl? I don't believe so. Why do you ask? This is a point where I'd normally take your hand and rush you somewhere, but even without that, you'll have to trust me, okay? I take her hand gently. I take her and gently lead her on, her distant face replaced by one of mild surprise and curiosity. Are we going back to the where are we going? As the waitress sets the cup of tea and cup of coffee that I'd order onto the table, I thank her before she takes her leave. Truth be told, I really lucked out in finding this. I didn't really know. I'll give a story later why I always say it like that, but not now. I didn't really know where I was going. Rather, I was just looking for any that looked relatively nice. Having managed to recover a little, Lily tentatively sips at her cup as I take a long gulp of the coffee in front of me. As I hoped, her face lights up as she realized what flavor it is. Ah, this is wonderful. Hisao, how do you know that this was... I'd asked for a French vanilla black tea, hedging my bets that would be her favorite flavor, or at least one she liked. Well, I don't really know how much about tea. It sounded like one she might find she might appreciate. So I took a shot in the dark and nailed it. Oh, on the basis of her liking vanilla ice cream, tea connoisseur, I'm definitely not. It was a lucky guess. You really like tea, don't you? She puts her tea. I can't read tonight. What's my time? Let's keep it going. She puts her teacup down and gives a tiny nod. That familiar small smile thankfully perched on her face once again. Drinking tea is calming, I think. With the amount you drink, are you sure you're not addicted to it? Caffeine addiction's pretty common nowadays. Did I ever say I wasn't? She lets out a giggle as my head drops. We all have our vices, I suppose, and there are worse things to be addicted to. French vanilla black tea, huh? I'll have to remember that. Oh god, the dogs are going insane. Oh, alright. For a while, we both silently drink. It's comforting to have someone like her nearby in such new surroundings, even if it's just the two of us sitting in silence. I begin to wonder if this feeling is the same for her, until she sets down her cup. And here we go. Hisao, do you mind if I ask you a slightly odd question? That depends on the question. I was wondering what your favorite color. What? You're right, this is an odd question. What your favorite color is. Everyone has one, after all. Alright, mine's blue. Hisao? I almost replied before realizing why this seemingly mundane question is actually quite strange. My favorite color? But... She gives a pouting look. Don't give that face. Wanting me to answer anyway. While the answer seems unavoidably wasted on her, there isn't any harm in giving it. Ah, I hate fucking green. Sal, you disappoint me. I've always had a thing for green. I'd say that's my favorite. Green, is it? What things do you think of when contemplating that color? What? Oh, this is getting deep. I suppose grass fields and trees in summer. The army as well with camouflage. Men always seem to like the military. But
that sounds like a nice color. A very nice color.
What's yours? I just realized who I just asked what question. She nods her head a little, as if approving of the choice. Considering how foreign the concept of color is to her mind, labeling it by association seems reasonable enough. Hisao, no! I was joking! Whoa! If everyone has a favorite color, then what's yours? Oh, okay. I don't know why I always keep expecting the worst.
White. I'm told that's the color of snow and of ice cream.
You're no better than me. If you only like the color because of favorite food, I guess white is nice too, though. I go blue and black. Those are my colors. And speaking of colors, it's getting dark soon. Let me help you up. Lily offers her hand, which I take in mind to help level her up from her seat at the table. Its softness compared to mine takes me off guard, so I'm really not used to such a casual contact. It doesn't seem to bother her at all, though. While it seems obvious why, it feels like just one more ladylike aspect to her. As her hand moves to her pocket, I quickly cut her off. Don't worry, I'll pay for this!
Oh, thank you, Hisao.
She gives an earnest smile at the gesture, a reward much greater than that of her words. By the time we step off the bus, it's well and truly dark. We make our way up the hill in silence, both of us behaving a little awkwardly, probably because of the day's events. While I'm still concerned over Lily's withdrawn nature after meeting with her sister, even though her sister is awesome, I would say it was more awkward with the other one, but the fact that I managed to cheer her up even slightly feels like a personal victory. But it feels like the air between us has changed. Maybe it's only a bit, but it's something I don't think either of us realized before. We didn't really have much of a deep interaction back there, Hisao. We talked about color. No, that wasn't a date. Was it?
That was a date, wasn't it?
Was it? Like all the calculations are going through my mind right now. What goes into a date with? What? No, it wasn't a date. I'm convinced that wasn't a date. We went to the city together. She talked to her sister. I talked to something. We both got presents on our own for a mutual friend. And then afterwards, we took a short walk together and had coffee and tea, and then we came back here. That is not a date. It's not. I'm convinced. It's not. Okay. No, Hisao, you're wrong. It's not. That doesn't elude either of us. The question's answer being so self-evident that it's that evidence. You want to take that from the top, Brian? It was. That doesn't elude either of us. The question's answer being so self-evident as to be rhetorical. Awkward as it may be, I don't think this feeling is bad. In fact, quite the opposite. I don't know what it is. I certainly can't be sure, but it feels like something a little more than friendship. Do not sing. Do not sing. Jared, I fucking hear you singing. Stop it! Understanding? Empathy? Searching for words to adequately describe it is difficult, nonetheless. Would you like to do this again sometime? Without shopping for presents? The tentative question is met with the same look from Lily as before. Her pale skin makes the rosy tint of her cheeks just slightly more noticeable, and her noticeable in her face, though still pointing to the street ahead of her, lowers just a little bit. Did we fuck it up? I think we fucked it up. We need to... This is the point where I would lay down on the road and just slowly start rolling all the way down the hill. Oh, wait, did she say okay? But why, though? Well, she doesn't know what I look like, so... Not really. I mean, she did the whole face-off thing, but... I walk down the hall of the girls' dormitories, my school bag in hand. A doll lies inside, carefully placed on top of a small box. I've been carrying the box in there for a while now. I'm still not sure what to do with it. This whole situation, come to think of it, is a bizarre adventure. Well... I'm fucking retarded. Well, I've known of Hanako's upcoming birthday party for a while now. I had no idea exactly what the celebrations would be until I found a single note left in the abandoned tea room earlier today. I hold it up and read it again, double-checking the instructions. The plain black handwriting is fairly legible despite Lily's blindness. Clearly thanks to considerable effort and care. She tried. Wow! For a blind chick, she did fucking good! That looked good!
Hisao will be holding a party at my place. Please come at 6 o'clock to room 225 in the girls' dormitory. Sorry for notifying you this way, but I have class representative duties. Lily Satao.
The blind girl writes better than me. The blind girl writes better than me. Not reassured. I continue walking down the hallway until I reach Lily's dormitory room. I hesitate for a second, but eventually give 3 sharp taps on the door. A brief and muffled exchange of words can be heard from the other side. Listening closer, I could just pick out Hanako and Lily's voices. As they finish, Lily calls out.
Might that be Hisao?
Yep, got the note you left me.
You can come in. The door is unlocked.
Oh, we're about to enter a fucking party! I remember this now. PJs galore. I just happen to be wearing my PJs. So I'm gonna fit in just fine. Glad I managed to get the right room. I press down on the handle and let myself in. As the door swings open, my greeting them is stolen from my mouth. Cacao! Lily sits at a low table in the center of the room in her pajamas, while on the other side sits Hanako in a nightgown. Being dressed in only my normal school clothes, I feel quite out of place. You're out of place. I'm where I need to be. I think on that note, I should probably wrap things up here because I've got Walking Dead coming on in just a few minutes on my time. So, I feel like this is also a very lovely place to leave this off. Folks, if you had any joy whatsoever in listening to me fumble my way through this story, because I am dumb and can't read, please give the video a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Follow that Facebook page to keep up with all the news and content, and if you want to be part of a fun little gaming community, why not hop on and join the Ryman Gaming Discord channel. There you can just interact and post random bullshit, and just pal around with a bunch of like-minded deranged individuals. We're harmless, I swear! There was only that one incident, but we're past that now. We don't talk about that time. Anyway, folks, stay awesome out there. Adios.